Aloha and welcome to Meditation Instruction. My name is Kit Kanoho Aloha Winecoop, and I live in the back of beautiful Manoa Valley on the island of Oahu. Today I'll be giving instruction in Shamatha Vipashyana, or Mindfulness Awareness Meditation. Shamatha Vipashyana is a 2,600-year-old secular technique from northern India via Tibet, and designed specifically for this very time we're living in. It's also known as peaceful abiding because it leads us to experience the natural resting state of the mind, which is open, fresh, spacious, alert, aware, and pure. Pure because it is unadulterated by conditioning. In Shamatha Vipashyana, we're intentionally not engaging our thinking mind, other than to give it a simple task, which is being mindful of the breath. At the same time, we're not blissing out, we're not analyzing, we're not repeating mantras, we're not praying, we're not following storylines. What we are doing is allowing ourselves to be fully human, being mindful of the breath while we allow what we see, hear, smell, taste, feel, touch, sense, and think into our awareness. In fact, we're inviting all of these things into our practice. And by doing so, we are training ourselves how to remain calm, cool, and collected, yet alert and aware in the midst of distraction and chaos. Being fully human, not blocking anything out. The ancient formula of the posture and meditation technique for Shamatha Vipashyana is very specific. So I'd like to invite you to drop your normal meditation technique completely, if you have one, and follow these instructions carefully, which are designed to give you the best possible results. Shamatha Vipashyana begins with a posture. It's a seated posture. I'm seated cross-legged on a cushion, but you can be on the bed, the couch, a chair, cross-legged, or on the chair with your feet on the floor. If your feet don't reach the floor, it might be good to get a pillow or a cushion or something to give them some support. It's important that we be free sitting. In other words, not leaning up against anything. So if you're on a chair or on the bed or on the couch, you might come away from the back of the chair or the couch or headboard. Or if you're by a wall, come away from that wall so you're free sitting. The hands are flat like this and just on the thighs, wherever it's comfortable for you. We're not doing any other special mudras. This is a mudra, in fact, of open heart, open mind. And we're just putting it right on our thighs wherever it's comfortable. We're not holding or pushing, but allowing ourselves to just feel our hands on our thighs. We have a strong back to keep us upright, but it's not constricted or tight. The front of the torso is relaxed, open, and soft. The neck and shoulders are relaxed, and you can relax them a little bit more than they may be simply by rolling your shoulders back a little, very gently, and doing side to sides or rotations with your neck just to release any tension in the neck and shoulders. The jaw is completely relaxed. In fact, it's very specific. We allow the jaw to be slightly apart, which means the teeth are slightly apart. The tongue is resting on the roof of the mouth and against the back of the front teeth, the top teeth. Lips can be apart enough, the teaching goes, for a grain of rice. The temples and eyes are relaxed. You can feel any tension just melting away. Our eyes are open during this practice in this technique. It's a key component. Many other meditation techniques, the eyes are closed. But Shamatha Vipassana is a technique that we are not only practicing on the cushion, but that we can take it out into our day, our daily lives. And having the eyes open during sitting practice is a practice for us to be able to take this out into our daily lives. So in this posture, look out at the horizon, and without moving your head, allow your eyes to fall, the gaze to fall to the floor, about 4 to 6 feet out in front of you. It's a very soft gaze. Your eyes are relaxed, yet open, and gazing down at the floor about 4 to 6 feet out in front of you. It's not a hot, searing gaze. You may find that your eyes move around a little bit around that space of 4 to 6 feet out in front of you. You can pull the jaw in slightly by tilting your head forward. This completes the alignment of the central channel. So this is the posture. We call this posture uplifted. Uplifted has a very real energetic quality to it. We're like a monarch on our throne or a mighty warrior. Completely embody yourself in this posture. Feel what it's like to be in this posture. You might feel your butt on the cushion or chair or couch or bed. You might feel your legs against each other or feet on the floor, the warmth of your hands on your thighs. You might feel your strong back keeping you balanced and the soft open front of your torso. You might feel the relaxed nature of your shoulders, neck, and head, or even the feeling of your eyes gazing at the floor 4 to 6 feet out in front of you. Fully feel yourself in this posture. Now notice that your body is breathing. It does this quite normally without our help. It breathes in and out without us having to control it. Feel what it's like when your body is breathing. You might feel your belly and chest rising and falling. You might feel air going through your nasal passageway, sinuses, esophagus, and lungs. You may feel a quality to the air, whether warm or cool. Just feel what it's like as your body breathes. Now feel your body breathing outward only. Feel just the out breath. What's that like? Follow it. Feel it. You might feel your lungs expelling warm air, which travels through the esophagus, sinuses, and nasal passageway. You might feel your belly and chest falling. Feel the out breath. Follow it. Notice how it flows out of the body and dissolves into the space around you. On the in breath, check your posture to make sure you haven't slumped over or fallen asleep. And on the out breath, feel it. Follow it from beginning to end. Let it flow out and dissolve into space. On the in breath, check your posture. On the out breath, feel it, follow it, let it flow out and dissolve into space. You may hear a sound or see something in your peripheral vision, and mind snaps in to label it and categorize it and have an opinion about it and offer a story about it, then offer a completely unrelated story, then another. And all of a sudden, you're not even here. When you realize this is taking place, simply acknowledge it by saying to yourself, thinking, and return to the out breath, feeling it, following it, letting go, flowing out with it, and dissolving into space. Every time thoughts or distractions take your mind away, just come back to the out breath in a gentle and relaxed way. On the in breath, check your posture. And on the out breath, feel it, follow it, let go, flow out with it, and dissolve into space. As thoughts keep arising and arising and arising, just notice and acknowledge them in a very relaxed and non-judgmental way by saying to yourself, thinking, and come back to the out breath, relaxing outward. It's all about the out breath. On the in breath, check your posture. And on the out breath, feeling it, following it, letting go, flowing out and dissolving into space. Thoughts and emotions can become very solid. You could take the attitude that they're more like clouds on an open sky. Acknowledge them by saying, thinking, then let them dissolve right back into the sky. We're sitting here breathing, relaxing body and mind, regarding thoughts as clouds on a vast open sky. If your body begins to hurt, there's no need to struggle with that. Simply feel where the discomfort is and maybe move gently to relieve the discomfort. You could also try labeling the discomfort by saying to yourself, thinking, then return to the out breath, relaxing outward. If it persists, simply adjust. To the best of your ability, just keep returning to the out breath, feeling it, following it, letting go, flowing out, and dissolving into space. Walking meditation. So the next instruction is in walking meditation. This is part of our Wednesday group meditation session. We sit for 20 minutes in using the technique that you just learned, and then we do walking meditation for 7 minutes, and then we sit for another 20 minutes. Walking meditation is announced by the ring of the gong and deadening it, just as I did now, and speaking walking meditation. There is a specific mudra or hand gesture to walking meditation. And I should say first that walking meditation is another bridge to taking our meditation practice up off the cushion or chair and out into our daily lives. We can do walking meditation anywhere, well, practically anywhere. The hand gesture for walking meditation is very simple. With your left or right hand, simply tuck your thumb in and wrap your fingers around it. It's very gentle. It's not tight at all. And then this sits just below your belly button, like so. The other hand is wrapped around the fist, and this thumb goes in the little bed that's sitting there, so that the entire thing looks like this. Again, it's very soft, it's very gentle, it's not tight at all, and your hands are just sitting there. There's also an eye gaze identical to the meditation technique we just learned, and that's about 4 to 6 feet out in front of you on the ground as you're walking around. So you'll notice that all of your vision is in your peripheral area as you're walking around. Online, since we're doing this online, we may not have a lot of room, and if you don't, like my situation, I'm not going out to the one eye. I'm just going to walk around circles around my cushion. And you're welcome to do it around a room if you have the space, or just around your cushion. Make it easy so that we're just getting used to this. The pace is rather slow, and our object of meditation is no longer the breath in walking meditation. It's how does the body feel when you're walking? You might feel your legs moving one at a time. You might feel the bottom of your feet touching the ground. You might really take in the peripheral vision that's going past you as you walk around the room. And again, if there are any thoughts or distractions that arise during walking meditation, rather than letting our minds take us away from feeling our bodies walk, we acknowledge the distractions by saying, thinking, and then come back to feeling our bodies walking in space. Thich Nhat Hanh says, walking meditation should feel like you're kissing the earth with your feet. So at the end of walking meditation, there is a sound that indicates the end of walking meditation. And it's done with 2 sticks. And it's simply, and what I'll do is I'll position myself in front of the camera and wait for you to get to your cushion or chair in front of your camera. And then I'll sit down, and then you should sit down. And then I will start the next meditation session with the gong. At the end of that sitting meditation session, I'll finish it in our group meditation sessions with 3 gongs, and that will complete the evening's meditation session. So let's do a short practice, a few minutes of silent meditation. I'll sort of guide us into that, a few minutes of walking meditation, and then coming back to sitting meditation for a few more minutes, and then closing out. So taking our good uplifted posture, like a monarch on our throne. Our jaw relaxed and slightly open. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, touching the back of the top teeth. Tucking our chin in slightly to complete the alignment of the central channel. Our hands are flat on our thighs. By our eyes, we can gaze out at the horizon, then let our gaze fall to about 4 to 6 feet out in front of us. And I'll start us off with the gong and continue guided meditation. Just following our out breath, feeling it, following it, letting go, flowing out, and dissolving into space. On the in-breath, check your posture and return to the out-breath, relaxing outward. As thoughts and distractions arise, simply acknowledge them by saying to yourself, thinking, and return to being the out-breath, feeling it, following it, flowing out, letting go, and dissolving into space. Just keep coming back to the out-breath. Walking, And we allow the final gong to ring out completely before we move or leave. In Shamatha Vipashyana, we're not trying to get rid of thoughts or storylines, distractions, or chaos. Rather, we're seeing their transparency, then returning to feel the out-breath over and over again. In sitting practice, we might spend 80% or more time dealing with thoughts. That's quite normal. So don't punish yourself. This is our opportunity to be gentle with ourselves. And we're learning to be our own best friend through this practice. Just keep coming back to the out-breath and relaxing outward. You can relax out with that breath. As time goes by, you'll notice the distractions will start to fade into the background instead of being so prominent or pronounced. By labeling thoughts as thinking, you're simply seeing them and acknowledging them as they are. We acknowledge everything as thoughts. Everything that isn't our mindfulness of the out-breath is thinking. So we acknowledge that, then come back to being mindful of the out-breath. Returning over and over back to your out-breath is not suppression. It's simply returning to where you began. Your task of following the out-breath has been rudely interrupted, so you're simply coming back to it. With practice, we find very quickly that we're strengthening our mind to remain in its natural resting state of peaceful abiding, especially in the midst of chaos and distraction. And practice might include daily sitting or sitting and walking practice. And the sitting meditation typically is 20 minutes, but if all you have is 10 minutes, that's perfectly fine. The idea is to do it every day, even if it's 5 minutes, but try to push it to 10 at the very least. We're making a new habit, pulling ourselves away from our constant thinking and distractions that take our energy and our attention away from other things. This is our way of spending time with ourselves. We're building a foundation of grounded peacefulness and remaining open, spacious, alert, aware, and acknowledging of what's going on around us. Being fully human, not blocking anything out. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful week. Namaste. Be safe. Be kind. Aloha.